Now, I've already bought mine. Lose yourself within this for just €139. Some interesting effects you won't get anywhere else for €109. Hey, you beautiful people. Jason here from Thomann Synthesizers. Thank you for joining me in my home studio, The Sticks, in the beautiful West Country of England. Now, buying gifts for synth heads is not a straightforward task. We tend to be particular, have strange brand loyalties, and generally know exactly what we want. So we've come up with a couple of features to help those that care for us buy us something that we will actually cherish. Part 1 featured gifts up to €100. And this, well, welcome to 10 gifts over €100, but under 3. This is by no means a definitive list, and at the risk of repeating myself, we are extremely particular. So don't hate, spread the love, and add your own favourite gift ideas in the comments below. The Harley Benton Talkbox. This is somewhat of a vintage effect that was designed in the 70s by Bob Hale and first built for guitarist Joe Walsh and subsequently made famous by Peter Frampton. By the late 70s, Roger Troutman plugged a mini Moog into one and took it to the next level. But what is it? It's a small speaker that takes sound through a tube which you then put into your mouth and then you form the words. And some interesting effects you won't get anywhere else for €109. We are the robots. The IK Multimedia UNO Synth has been around for a while and still offers a lot of bang for buck. A battery-powered analog synth with effects you can take anywhere? What's not to like? There's 100 memories, a 16-step sequencer with 20 lanes of automation, and you can program it via your PC, Mac, or iOS device. You get two 2.5mm jack MIDI ports, dongles are of course included, one micro USB socket for power and connection to a computer, audio in and out, and on top of this, it sounds fantastic. It can be played as a standalone device with its 2-octave keyboard. All that for just over €150? Go get yourself one. The Modal CraftSynth 2.0. A cheeky little battery-powered digital monosynth, even more compact than the UNO. 8 wavetable oscillators, 40 morphable waveforms, a multi-mode filter, wave folding, 3 envelopes, 2 audio rate LFOs, arpeggiator sequencer, and effects. Connections are good with full-size MIDI sockets, separate headphone, and sync in-out. Everything is playable from the surface, but you may well want to use the app to get to those deeper functions. Lose yourself within this for just €139. Monitors. Whether for mixing tracks or simply for playback, we have to hear what we do. Now, these Swissonic ASM7s offer a lot of value for money with their lovely white cones. Remind you of anything? Now, these are the Swissonic budget range and are typically aimed at beginners. But inputs are generous, with included XLR jack and RCA, but you also get filtering, which I think is pretty excellent for the price. 6.5-inch driver with a frequency range of 45 Hz to 20,000, which can be extended if you buy the sub. So even if you're not a beginner, maybe you want a second pair for playback in your studio, these things are just €215 for the pair. It's a no-brainer. Behringer RD-6, a TR-606 clone. Now, the original was designed to accompany the TB303, when the TB303 was thought to be a replacement for a bass guitarist. We know how that ended. So the 606 pretty much followed suit, a simple to program, unfussy, yet great sounding drum machine, ready to take the acid world by storm. The RD-6 has a fully analog signal path, 8 drum sounds, plus the clap from the DR110 drum machine. Full-size MIDI sockets sit next to a full-sized mix output and 6 mini jack individual outputs. As with the TD3, these are available in red, blue and silver. The acid yellow and the black are also available, and they've gone one step further and released a set of what can only be described as hard candy style colours. For €165, that'll do nicely. The Moog Werkstatt-01 or Werkstatt-01. This kit has been around for a while, but now comes with the CV expander. Now, I had fun building this. It was very straightforward and didn't take me long at all. The kit is pretty much an assembly job, no soldering required. Now, once you've built your kit and played with it, you can visit moogmusic.com and download the mod handbook to keep your journey going. Learn electronic engineering, get the most affordable Moog synth, €219. What are you waiting for? Korg Monologue. What a juicy little synth this is. One single voice from the ever popular Minilogue. Dual VCOs, a fat resonant filter, 16-step sequencer, and it can even run off batteries. Now, this is a very compact little synth, but the keys are quite pleasing to play, although it's 25 note and, strangely enough, ranging from E to E. Something that will sit well in your mix, and it still looks stylish with the wood back. €238. The Arturia Microbrute, a 4-voice algorithmic synthesizer. Anything from classic analog to raw digital through speech, an analog state variable filtered 12 decibels per octave. This recently received a big update which gave us, among other things, a vocoder. Outputs include CV gate and pressure, MIDI in and out on the ever popular mini jacks, the headphone sockets, which doubles as your mic input via a TRRS cable. So much to love, and a synth that is worth way more than its footprint. €259 for the standard, or splash up extra for the limited edition white vocoder edition.
Orange. This is the language of the robots. They don't say yes, they say affirmative.
The Millenium SD180 Studio Desk. There is nothing more satisfying than sitting down to produce music on purpose-built furniture. Speakers at the optimum height, keyboard tucked away underneath your desk, ample shelving, and 2 4U racks ensure that you can have all of your favourite gear in front of you. Now, these solutions have been around for as long as the Project Studio itself. Believe it or not, they've usually come with a hefty price. Enter the Millenium SD180 in black or natural finish. Now, I've already bought mine and it's out in the corridor waiting to be fitted as soon as I finish this feature. So, 291 euros? You know what I think. Okay, finally, this is a bit naughty because it's modular. And ultimately, that will never be under 300 euros. However, let's prise the door open a little bit. Let's put a foot in that gap. And let's look at the inexpensive Behringer 104 skiff and power supply, which leaves you 175 euros left of that 300 euro budget. Now, don't forget the A1116, which is a single synth voice for 175 euros. You could whack that in there. And there's your 300 euros. That's your beginning. Alternatively, Dreadbox, Eudaimonia, and the Hysteria. Those are two modules that would start your journey. And I guess you've also got the Behringer modules, so you could take a couple of those. It's an entrance into a world which will be forever growing. So that about wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed our selection. I'm going to have a hard time sending this lot back. But did we miss anything? Well, you know we did. Share your gift ideas for everyone in the comments below. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe if you don't already do so. Hit the bell notification. And until the next time, just stay funky.
Voices from a vocal Wow.